Her voice rang through the ballroom like a whip crack. My daughter-in-law, her lipstick smeared with arrogance, her words dripping with contempt. And then my son, my only son, nodded beside her, his face blank, his voice colder than the champagne in his glass. "It's true, Mom, you're useless now." The room hushed, laughter strangled in throats. My hand tightened around the stem of my wine glass. For a moment I almost let the anger spill. Almost. But rage is a weapon best concealed. So I set the glass down gently, smiled, and said, "Then make your parents return the $2 million loan I gave them." The color drained from her face. She swayed, once, twice, then collapsed like a puppet with its strings cut. Gasps erupted, and I stood there, calm, collected, victorious. I wasn't always a tacky old woman. Once I was a widow raising a boy on my own, juggling 2 jobs, scraping every penny together to give him the life his father couldn't. I sacrificed sleep, comfort, and pride. I wore second-hand shoes so he could wear new ones. I skipped meals so he could eat well. When he introduced her to me, his golden-haired girl with a designer purse and a rehearsed smile, I swallowed my doubts. He loved her. That was enough. When her parents came to me, voices trembling, asking for help to protect their business reputation, I didn't hesitate. I handed them $2 million, my savings, my blood, my future. I thought I was securing my son's happiness. I was securing my own betrayal. It began with whispers, the way she sighed when I entered the room, the way my son's phone calls grew shorter. One night I heard them in the kitchen. "She's bitter and broke," she laughed. "She has nothing left to give," he answered. They thought I was asleep. They thought I was blind. But I saw, I heard, and I remembered. The old me would have cried, pleaded, asked why. But age teaches you that dignity is sharper than any blade. So I stayed quiet. I watched. I waited. I collected every record of that loan. Bank transfers, signed notes, emails, proof. I locked it all away where only I could reach it. And I smiled at them at family dinners. I listened to their complaints. I let them believe I was weak. Because weakness makes predators careless, and careless predators walk into traps. My retirement party was supposed to be a farewell. Instead, it became my battlefield. They chose that night to humiliate me, to strip me of worth in front of colleagues and friends. "Tacky old woman, you're just bitter because my parents have money," she shrieked. The hall went silent, glasses frozen mid-air. Then my son twisted the knife. "It's true, Mom, you're useless." And that's when I delivered my strike. "Then make your parents return the $2 million loan I gave them." The silence turned electric. Faces spun toward her parents. My colleague's eyes darted between me and them. Her body gave out. She fainted at the weight of my words. My son's voice cracked as he stammered, What are you talking about?" But I didn't answer him. I didn't need to. The evidence was ready. The witnesses were watching. The humiliation was complete. I walked to the microphone. My heels clicked against the marble floor. "My sons-in-laws," I announced, "owe me $2 million. Money I gave when they were drowning in debt. Money that kept their house standing and their reputation intact." The crowd gasped. Her parents froze like statues. "And tonight I was called useless," I continued, "by the very mouths that fed on my sacrifice." Murmurs rippled. Some shook their heads. Some glared at my son. And I saw it. The shift. Respect sliding away from him. Sliding toward me. He tried to speak, but his wife's parents grabbed his arm, their faces white with terror. They knew the storm I had unleashed. The fainting daughter-in-law was revived with water. But shame doesn't wash off so easily. She couldn't meet my eyes. Now, alone in my house, I replay it. The moment her knees buckled, the way my son's voice trembled, the faces of her parents as their empire of lies cracked open. I don't feel guilt, only clarity. They thought I was powerless. They thought my silence meant defeat. But silence is not surrender. It is preparation. And tonight, I reminded them who I am. I am not tacky. I am not bitter. I am not useless. I am the woman who saved them when no one else would, and the woman who can bury them when I choose. They will never forget it, and neither will I.